And welcome back
to
the O.S.I.
the O.S.I.
And guys, this is take two.
Luckily, we didn't get too far into the last one.
Yeah.
We only got like 2 minutes maybe into it before we
And
realized.
it's because you were doing a bunch of shenanigans.
We can go imp for imp. That's because I was doing that. Fuck that. We can go imp for imp. Guys at home, name that song. We can go ban for ban.
And
We can
guys,
go imp for imp.
comment love.
Guys, comment love.
Please.
Guys, love. We started take one by saying we're going to go through we don't have to do it again because we know there's nobody that commented last week. But if you guys want to go down below, comment love. We'll give you a shout out at the beginning of every single episode. Everybody that comments like will get a like.
And everyone comments love, will get a shout out.
We'll get love.
And everyone comments Sugma, will get Sugmud.
And
Bye,
everybody.
Ethan.
Look that. We can go imp for imp.
And it's Ethan's birthday.
And
We just watched the actor.
and
The
CEO. And I became the CEO of. We can go info.
And guys, yeah, it's Ethan's birthday. He's
Don't
24.
comment happy birthday down below because if
Just
we
turned
ask you to
23.
turn 25 with
He
me
just turned 22.
and
And guys, he can drink. He just turned 19. And now,
Chad, am I cooked?
he's in his addiction era.
I'm trying to.
This
Nah,
is
I was thinking
substance
about.
era.
I was thinking about bringing that up on the podcast. I'm trying to go through a substance abuse arc, but I realize that's probably pretty insensitive
Yeah.
to joke about. So
But that's all right. I brought it up, so now I'm the one in
Oh,
charge.
he's canceled. He is canceled.
Cancelled.
I looked up previously. Let's see what my most recent Google search is. Before this one.
Yeah, this is...
Best
We're all dying to know.
best legal drug for quick dopamine.
Is that actually what you looked up?
Yes. Well, we're trying to get a dopamine spike, man.
It's
Come
probably
on.
tobacco, then. Nicotine.
You think so?
Yes.
I heard it was levodopa, which is for like
Sounds
Parkinson's.
Star Wars, bro.
It's for
But you
Parkinson's.
probably need a prescription for that.
Like a bag. Please, please, my dopamine is so low, please. What about cocaine though? That's just legal, no?
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
weren't we supposed to get legal meth and cocaine before GTA 6?
Says who?
Trudeau. Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, yo. Vote Justin.
Okay, wait, actually, if it was legal, would you?
No. Well, I'd probably, if it
Like you
became-
can like it's legal
meth, no.
and I can legal and I can guarantee you that it's not like laced, like it's pure.
Yeah, meth, absolutely never. In a million years, never. Even if it was legal and people are like, this is awesome. No.
What if they were like I found God through meth
Good for them.
and you're doing it?
I found
I will
God
make
through the
you.
lands
I will
between.
make you.
I found God through the lands between. And we'll get to
Chat.
that. And we'll get to that.
Chat, clip that. Clip that chat.
Chip clack. And
Clip that
guys,
chat.
we'll get to that. But in the meantime, guys, would I do cocaine if it was legal? And thinking about it,
I might
trying to think of an answer that wouldn't get me a text message.
I might throw it in
later.
the absolute gummer. I might pop an absolute gummer. Guys, don't clip that. Don't clip that.
Is that heroin?
No, like when you put cocaine up in your gums.
I didn't know that you
don't
did that with coke.
Mostly I don't want to do it because I don't want to snort it. And I don't want to get addicted to it, of course. But I definitely don't want to do something that I have to snort up my nose.
One time when I was in high school, one of my buddies snorted just salt.
Is that a good idea, chat?
And he was like,
Let
this
us know.
hurts bad.
Let
And
us
I'm
know
like,
down
"Yep."
below if that was a good idea.
Actually, sorry, I don't think it was in high school because I remember who it was. It was definitely in middle school.
Who was it?
And I'm not going to say his name, but it starts with a V. And so that
True.
that should be enough for you to figure out.
True. Honestly, that's who I was going to guess.
Yeah. So
Gotta love that guy.
shout out
Absolute
that guy.
beauty.
I was thinking about that guy the other day.
So, same.
in bed,
Oh, my God.
like when I was sleeping.
Definitely shout out to that guy. So, a dream.
Yeah, I was dreaming about.
I was
that
thinking
guy.
about that guy the other day in bed while I was sleeping. So, you dreamt about him? Nightmare. I will scare him.
Yeah, shout out that guy.
I will scare him.
You know who you are because you're
And
listening.
he's not
Comment
listening.
love. Comment love if you're listening.
What if he comments love
I
below?
would cry of happiness, and that would be a rekindled friendship.
That would be absolute. I wouldn't need any drug, any
No,
dopamine,
that would be
quick
the,
dopamine hit.
That would be the most insane dope spike.
That
of
would
all
just
time.
be crazy, man.
Um,
And I guess this is the first episode since we've picked up Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree.
yeah, and that's why I kept saying we'll get to it. 'Cause
I know, we'll get to it. I was just thinking about it, dude.
Oh my god.
But Acolyte.
Wait, I haven't answered the cocaine question yet.
Oh my god, bro's begging for it. Bro's begging for the text message.
I might. No, I might not.
Okay, what if you had to do any drug other than premium chronic? What would it be? Other than that absolute premium gas.
Well, it would have to depend on what stage of life I'm at.
Now. And it's all whatever
Like
you do
I have
legal.
the same job.
Yes.
Like I would not do any
anything
drugs.
you do is legal. You may or may not have a bad trip, but you won't deal with any repercussions afterwards, let's say.
Yeah, if I'm in my current state, no drugs.
And why might that be?
Because I don't want to.
Because you're going to have to close a deal.
I don't want to risk stressing myself out exponentially.
Here's my question.
Like I don't want to have a bad trip because I'm stressed.
What if you're on an absolute...
But if I was just vibing, no job, just like chill vibes all day, probably shrooms.
Same. That was going to be my answer.
But again, only
What if you're
there's
on
no stress in my life.
What if
at
you're
that
on a
point.
trip?
Like to my
and-
favorite rocket ship?
What if you're on that absolute trip
Okay.
and you get a text? Where's my money? From the campaign that happened a week ago. Shut up, dude.
I'm going, let's go Rangers.
Yippee! And this is the first episode
And
since the
let's
Mavericks
go
lost.
Panthers.
Let's go Celtics.
Yeah, I actually don't care about the Panthers.
I obviously don't care
Oilers
about any
winning
of
would have
them.
been sick.
Huh? Oilers, you said?
That would have been sick if they reverse swept for the Stanley Cup.
That would have been insane.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been crazy.
Unfortunately, they just came up a little bit short. So, guys, comment love for
At least they
Oilers
didn't
fans.
get absolutely bodied. But it doesn't matter because they lost.
Yeah, the history books will
They
say
might
Game 7.
They might as well have lost. Yeah, the history books will say Game 7, but they'll also say second place.
Yeah, it's tough. That's
They might as well
honestly,
have lost 4-0.
I'm curious from Oilers fans' perspective if it would have been less painful to have just gotten swept.
Yes. I
Probably.
guarantee you.
Because you're just like,
Then you're like, damn, this was never in the cards for us to win. Like, we just got
you
slammed.
just get the most amount of hope.
Like, they were just, like that's that's the thing is, like, if you get swept, it's like, okay, that team was actually just better. They were better.
Yeah.
But when you win 3 out of the 7 games, it's like,
But it's not even that they
we
won
had
3
it
out of
in
7.
us.
It was that they lost the first 3. Then they won the next 3.
yeah.
And
But
then
it was
they
like,
lost.
we had it. They had it in them.
Yeah.
And they just came up short, which means that it could have happened. And I don't care.
Connor McDavid, sign with New Jersey, please. And that would be awesome.
Sign with the
Connor
Steelers.
McDavid and Jack Hughes. That would be dope.
Sign with the Steelers.
Oh, that would be a dope.
And be Danger Witch's backup instead of Mr. Fields.
Let's go, Steelers.
Instead of Mrs. Fields. Like the cookies.
like the cookies.
Like the cookies.
And guys, don't forget comment love. And guys, we just watched The Acolyte. Hot off the press.
We don't know yet. We haven't watched it.
And guys, we're gonna watch it now.
It's crazy. Are you watching it?
No, I'm on Instagram.
Oh, okay, I'm on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh!
Were you watching it?
Nah, YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Watching Scumpy. Let's go, Rangers. Yeah, no, this episode actually was kind of all right.
Episode 5 for anybody
Episode
wondering.
5. We're recording this on the day it
It
came out.
was
Just
pretty good.
I enjoyed it.
I
Much more
liked
than the
it.
last 4 episodes.
The only thing that's annoying is that we're only getting 27-minute episodes once per week.
Yeah, they got to
which
release that shit
is
all at once, bro.
insanity.
these Star Wars shows have not earned weekly release. Put it
Well,
all
it's
out.
not even that. It's like at least make them hour episodes or something like that to give us like really something to chew on for the week.
Yeah, or put it all out at once.
Or put it all out at
I
once.
would rather
that's
they-
the most ideal.
I'd rather they have 6 episodes, but they're longer.
So here's my question. We got 3 episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
What is going to happen in that 3 episodes that you think is going to revitalize this series? And what do you think, knowing that season 2 is most likely canceled, how do you think this is going to end? Is it going to end on a shitty cliffhanger because they anticipated season 2? Or do you think it's going to end with the Sith spoilers, the Sith dies and everybody's happy? Disney,
Well,
keep in mind.
first of all, I don't think anything is going to redeem this series for a lot of people.
I'm talking for you.
It could be the best 3 episodes of all time, and people will still be mad.
I'm talking for you.
I mean, at this point, and I felt it from the very beginning too, is that I wasn't really anticipating. I mean, it's the same with Star Wars Outlaws coming out this summer. Didn't really get the vibe that we were going to be getting a
Greatness.
Yeah, I didn't really get the sense of greatness. I thought maybe this could be like a fun little show, you know. Not anything that's going to be like, yo, we're going to look back on the show and be like, that shit was dope. But so I mean, an episode like this, I wouldn't necessarily say like saves the show, because really when I look at it, the only episode that really, really pissed me off was episode 3. Like that shit was next level
episode
bad.
3 was the most annoying one, but 1, 2, and 4 were just boring. Nothing happening.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is they weren't good episodes, but they weren't like, this is making me mad now. Episode 3 made me mad. This episode had it just like, this is cool.
This
Star
was like
Wars
episode
lightsaber
3 of Obi-Wan. Like, finally, man, something happened. Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
So I liked, so what I was saying as we noticed that recording died on the first time is that some people get mad when they introduce new mechanics. I don't really know how else to put that. But I remember with like, oh my God, my throat's really dry. Can I get a sip of that?
What the fuck? Sure.
My throat is dry.
Are you doing a bit right now, or
No.
you're just an idiot? Okay. Chat, comment, love.
My throat just got dry for no reason there.
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, cut that.
Cut that.
So like I know that there were bits and pieces in the sequel movies that people were like, oh, that's not how the Force works, bro. It's the Force. It's fake. They could do whatever they want with it.
Yeah.
This episode I thought introduced a cool new mechanic that I didn't even know was possible, which was just breaking lightsabers with some form
Bro, the guy
of metal.
like stunned them.
Yeah,
He CC'd them, bro.
He had the first time it happened, I was like, huh? It was because it wasn't even like he was wearing a Beskar helmet that just reflected the lightsaber off of it. It was that shit like broke like a crystallized sword.
Crystallize. Yeah.
So that was cool. I thought that was really cool. Did they overuse it? Maybe once or twice I would have been like, all right, tone it back a little bit. But I thought that it was still cool. Like he had almost like a Wonder Woman bracelet that he could deflect the lightsabers and it would break the lightsabers. It was really cool. Just another that's just super unique because I never would have thought about that. If it was just like deflecting it, I would have been like, okay, that's whatever. Like that's not necessarily cool. This was like you're temporarily breaking the lightsaber.
Yeah, and it was cool that it was like
and the
like it was just
shattered.
A stun. It was just like a stun.
Yeah, it was neat how they did it.
Like it would like charge back up.
Guy was intentionally headbutting lightsabers.
Yeah, dude knew what he was doing.
And then he hit that one girl with a 3-piece dinner.
That was funny when dead. Shoot that.
I don't necessarily think that he's a bad actor because I remember. Actually,
I just think his delivery of the lines are so weird.
I take that back because I remember when I was watching The Good Place, thinking this is easily my least favorite character.
But he fit into that character because he was kind of like the dumb guy.
Yeah.
But in this one, he has the same voice and the same delivery. So it sounds like TikTok comedy skit creator.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily...
Gone TikTok actor.
I wouldn't necessarily... Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that this would be my top pick actor for like dark, sinister, first Sith in a generation
he's just like,
type guy.
Just his natural voice is like goofy.
Yeah. So yeah, I that part when he was talking and trying to be sinister was like, I'm not necessarily buying this entirely.
Also, what he was saying was kind of like,
but also I think that
hey chat GPT,
I don't
write Sith
lions.
lines.
I mean, sure, that might be some like that's probably just partially bad writing, but I also do think that Star Wars dialogue can be stupid. Like it can be.
I think it's a combination of the dialogue and the delivery. So when it's like kind of cringe dialogue and it's also kind of cringe delivery, it's like
it just makes it more obviously cringe.
That was one thing, and I definitely can't do it with this show. Is for whatever reason, when I am on that absolute chronic, and I watch a show or a movie, I see like right through the acting, almost. It like ruins it. Where I just look at it and I'm like, I can just tell these people there's something about this that seems fake. I don't know what it is, but like I don't know why when I'm in that state of mind, why it's like all of a sudden all of it is like cringe, and I'm like just seeing right through the acting. Like I'm just picturing them just being on set and faking these lines and emotions, and I'm like, damn, this show kind of sucks. And it'll be like Suits.
Suits is bad show confirmed?
No.
Yeah, I mean that's just the mark of good acting and versus bad acting.
No, but I'm saying like I'm saying when I'm on Jupiter.
On Jupiter.
Anything.
Oh, I see.
Because I do think
even
Suits,
good acting.
That's what I'm saying.
These guys are acting for sure.
I'm calling it.
Wait, this isn't real?
Wait, no, this is real. Wait, no, this is real. That's what I'm sitting there saying.
Yeah, it's just over and over.
I go, wait, no, this isn't real. Wait, no, this isn't real.
Neighbors are just like, what is this chant happening next?
Yeah, what if you were just,
this isn't real. Wait, no, this isn't real.
Yeah, open up. Help,
Suddenly you start hearing just like dozens of voices saying
the power of realism.
The power of this isn't real.
Yeah. So, but I thought this one was very obviously the best one so far. But I mean, I just don't know how.
It's just got a lot of like dead weight to carry from the last episodes that I feel like
it's got a lot of making up to do.
Again, even if
a cool lightsaber battle is
even
not
if it was like super like this is the best Star Wars we've had in years, I don't think that people would necessarily recognize it as that. And I'm not claiming that this was. I'm just saying this had a higher bar to cross over in terms of people
in
being
any
like,
scenario,
we're back, we're so back.
I think in any scenario, especially with Star Wars, I mean, I don't know, because you look at other stuff like House of the Dragon, but I think nothing is ever going to hit as hard when it's released in 25-minute episodes a week.
Well, House of the Dragon
isn't 25. I know that. That's what I realized when I fully said out what I was saying, but I also just mean like if we really want something to hit in Star Wars, it's got to be a movie.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be like you sit down, you have an insane experience, and you were like, "Oh my God, that was great. That was an awesome story that just unfolded on the main stage," instead of okay. Well, we'll wait next week. What happened what happened last week again?
Just when we're getting started, it's like, and now we have to wait another week.
Yeah.
Because
so that's why I think you can't, because in House of the Dragon, for example, it's an hour episode. So in an hour, you can have things hit.
Yeah.
In this one, it's like you're just getting like just you're reading
like these past 2 episodes should have been 1 episode.
Yeah, I was thinking that. You're just getting like half. It's like reading a book and you read chapters in half chapters.
Yeah.
It's like the chapter's never going to hit the way it's supposed to hit because you're breaking it up unnaturally.
Yeah. No, I've always hated these short Star Wars episodes, and that's why when the Clone Wars ended and that series finale, right? Everyone was like, this was awesome. But I'm just sitting there like angry because the series finale was like the shortest episode.
Yeah, if you're
And
getting
I'm
them
like-
week to week, I can understand why.
I'm like, and also that the last 2 episodes you easily could have combined into one episode.
Yeah.
So I remember just being there like, we waited years and years and years for this, and it was a 21-minute episode or something like that. And
Yeah.
it's like, I'm sure if I did a rewatch, I'd be like, okay, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's because I didn't wait a full week for a 20-minute episode that ends a whole 7-season series.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, come on, man. Give me a little bit more to chew on.
Yeah.
But yeah, the short episodes only really hit when you're like able to binge them.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's like a sitcom. I can't even imagine watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Even like I love that show, but watching that week to week, it's like, all right, that was fun, but like I want more, bruh.
It's like opening a bag of chips and eating one chip. Like,
Right? Or
get
like
the fuck.
bruh, I want
Imagine
more.
you'd be like, wow, that was not satisfying, and
Like,
I
that
hate
was
chips.
Like that was a good chip. Can I please have more?
Because if you think about it too, like if you open a bag of chips and eat one chip, never in a million years will you say, yeah, that bag of chips hit hard. If you're eating one chip a day, you're never going to go, that
chip a
bag of
day
chips
keeps the
went
chicken away.
crazy, bro. No, you're going to be like, I mean, yeah, like the chips.
Like, I got
I
through
mean, the
it
chips
eventually.
tasted good, I guess, is what it is.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't eat that chip again, though.
But something super compelling like The Boys or House of the Dragon, obviously as the 2 most recent examples, with longer episodes, I don't have an inherent problem with week to week. But
Yeah, it's just
even
the length
still,
of the episode.
even still, like The Boys, I'm like, fuck! I just want the next episode, bruh.
I know.
I don't want to wait. But that's just society, and we live in one.
I wish we didn't, man. Can't wait for the day when we can separate from flesh. Can't wait for that day.
Yeah, up in
Paul said it
heaven,
best.
there's no weekly episode releases.
Paul
You just
said it
get-
best, bro.
You
Think about
you just go. I want that next season, bro, and you got it.
what
I
if
think
there's
that's
an
how
entire
heaven works.
room dedicated to early access video games, and
I
you could
always-
it's heaven. You can literally get like Black Ops 80,
I remember
which it'll get to.
I've had dreams where I was dead and in heaven, and literally all I did was just fucking sit.
And you didn't-
You had.
And you
for
didn't
some
see that as
reason,
a
I had
vision from God.
For some reason, I had like a bedroom. I don't know why you would have a bedroom in heaven, because I'm curious if heaven is
Real.
real, but that's the $1 million question. Assuming it is
In that
real,
case, give me $1 million because the answer is yes.
assuming it is real, is it? I'm wondering if it's the same for everyone, or if it is whatever you want it to be. I'm
Let's
gonna pull
see.
up a Bible verse here, and it says, "Heaven is got Black Ops." Let's go.
It says that in the Bible, John 8:88.
John 8:88 says
8:88.
says Black Ops 88 live now in heaven. I remember my dream would be that I would have a bedroom with like an awesome TV, and I'd just be playing video games. But then the next $1 million question is, do they allow rated M games in heaven? Like, can I play GTA 6 in heaven? But I feel like someone's argument would be, heaven is so much more than playing video games, which obviously I understand. But come on, man, video games are fun and awesome, and sometimes sometimes I just want to play them, and by sometimes I mean most of the time.
The biblical answer is no. While heaven will be a wonderful place for all inhabitants, Scripture makes it very clear that not every believer's position and experience in heaven will be the same. Heaven's rewards, its possessions and positions will vary from person to person.
So you get Black Ops Early Access, I get Wolverine finally in the KOTOR remake. The KOTOR remake only exists in the afterlife. You must separate from flesh to play Knights of the Old Republic remake. It is confirmed. It is confirmed on this day. And guys, comment love if you haven't already. Please, dude.
Please, comment love.
And if you're watching Acolyte, let us know if you're liking it. Now, Acolyte, watching that show, that's fucking easy, bruh. I just sit on my ass and I watch. Shadow of the Erdtree.
Oh my God, I was wondering where you were going
is
with that
not
shit.
easy. And guys,
It's super easy.
it's really easy.
For someone like me, super easy. No mimic tier, no scadu tree blessings, just pure
unadulterated
raw
skill.
skill, bro.
Ethan has gotten good, and he has beaten all of the bosses
And
already hitless.
And you want to know how I did all that? I used the lying glitch.
He commented love.
I used the lying glitch where you just lie.
Yeah, where you just tell
You
people.
just lie.
Well, there's no trophies, so you could just tell people. There's no public-facing record of how far you've gotten in the DLC.
Or how you got that far.
So you can just say, yeah, I beat it.
I mean, I do want to beat it.
So do I.
And if I genuinely can't beat it, I probably won't lie about beating it. But I will lie about using a mimic tier. I will be telling people I did not. And I don't give a fuck.
I don't even care. Like, I would never say, yeah, I beat it with Mimic. I would say I beat it. And if someone says, did you use summons? I'd be like,
no.
I had to, bro.
I would say no. They're not going to know.
But I wouldn't find any satisfaction in lying about that.
It's not about that. It's about I don't want to hear it, dude.
But here's the thing. I don't have as many toxic friends as you.
Every single friend I have is toxic.
True. So I don't have one friend of mine who plays Souls-like games.
You don't have one friend. You can end the sentence there. I don't have one friend.
Okay.
Period.
The one person I know that plays these types of games
is me.
Is someone that would not. He would be like, dude, I don't give a shit. If
Okay,
you
then
use
yeah.
that.
See, I'm saying to people who I know would care. I didn't use the mimic tier.
Yeah, fair.
Or
I'm telling them that you did, though.
And I don't care.
I'm being Ethan's lying. That's what I'm saying to them.
Doesn't even matter, bro. Like,
one boss at a time, bro. I beat 2 remembrance bosses at a time.
I beat 3.
And those are not the hard ones.
I beat 3. And I'm confident I could beat Mesmer. Because I was watching a speedrun of the whole thing. Bored. And
you were bored watching the speedrun?
Yeah, I was bored. And
or
the guy was fighting
in general, and so then you put
Come on, man, it doesn't matter.
Well, I want the full context.
Yes,
of the
I was
story.
bored, and so I watched it.
Thank you.
Guys, love. Forgive me for I have sinned out of wrath.
Well, that's one of the.
Forgive me for I have sinned wrath.
That's one of the 7 deadly sins. So you actually are not forgiven, and you're going to hell, and you're dead. Purrs.
What?
Wrath is one of the 7 deadly sins, and God says, "I will not forgive your soul for these sins specifically." So gluttony.
That is
you're fat.
Blasphemy.
You're fat. So gluttony.
That is
already,
blasphemy.
You got that one. You've lied. You admitted that you would openly lie to your friend. So that's 2.
100%.
Wrath. You just admitted to wrath. Lust. I mean, damn. I can't remember the other ones. Pride. You are the most proud person I know.
Well, because I've achieved a lot more. I've achieved more than you. And I'm the only person you do know.
Murder?
Well,
that's in the 10 Commandments, so there's no way they doubled up. So what are the last 2?
What? Okay. Run that way the fuck back. Lying is not one of the 7 deadly sins, first of all.
Is it not?
No.
I thought it was.
No. It's pride, lust, gluttony, sloth.
Yo. Sloth. Right here. And right here. And right here.
Greed.
Bro, he's going to send me to hell because I'm lazy?
Yes.
Well, burrs.
No, he's not going to send you to hell because you're lazy. He forgives, guys. Love.
Guys, come and love because I'm lazy.
Unconditional love.
Please come and love because I'm lazy and I'm hungry.
That's what's so great about God's grace.
You saw the burrito that I ate in Florida, bro.
That's gluttony if I've ever fucking seen it. And then what are the other ones? Slut?
Slutney.
That can't be one.
Slutney.
Oh my God. I'm trying to think. Okay. So we have 5.
Did you say wrath in that?
Note wrath and anger.
Trying to think of the Bible game. There's got to be.
I'm trying to think of 7.
There's a 7 deadly. The movie.
Yeah.
Beheaded, decapitated.
Oh, envy. Envy. There we go. 7
That's
deadly
one?
sins. Yeah.
Man, you literally. I feel like I've committed all of those while playing Elden Ring,
And you want to know what's grace? What's great?
including
Is
lust.
that because of
You ever
God's
see Melania?
grace,
Damn.
you are unconditionally forgiven.
Cut that. Cut that. I said I was lusting for Melania.
You
Cut
are
that.
eternally forgiven. God offers his eternal
Don't
grace
cut that I'm lusting
and
for Godric
forgiveness.
the Grafted, though. What those hands do.
What that mouth do.
What that mouth do on that lion in the...
It was a dragon.
No. The first Remembrance
damn.
boss.
Yeah, the dancing lion head or
That
whatever.
mouth got to be propped up, bruh. Also,
That's got
is
to
that
be
a
some
human?
next shit. Okay, ask that about any animal, any mob in
are you
Elden
trying
Ring.
to say, bro?
Ask that about any mob. Ask that about any mob. Is that a human?
But this isn't
Like
a
I
mob. This is a
fucking
boss.
know. Is Mesmer a human?
He's like a dragon guy.
Snake, but
Snakeman.
close.
He's a snakeman.
Serpent.
Mesmer Snakeman is his name.
I will be most happy to kill Mesmer because he is the closest thing to Satan. Fiery serpent man.
It's one of those things where, like, there are different levels of completion in my mind. Because Mesmer is the, like, face of the DLC, I feel like if I can beat him, that will be level 1 of feeling like I completed the
You will
DLC.
be able to beat him. I promise you'll be able to beat him. I've
That'll
seen
be-
them fight online.
that'll
You'll
be
be able
level
to
1.
beat him.
So once I beat Mesmer, I'll be like, yes. And if I never beat anything else, I'll be like, I'll feel a certain amount of satisfaction.
I would like to beat the
I will
entire
not feel
DLC.
satisfaction if I don't at least beat Mesmer.
Right. I would like to try and beat the
I want
DLC.
to be able to get access to the final boss so that I can try. Like, I want to at least be able to try. Some of these bosses that are not mandatory, like Bale or the Scadutree Avatar, if I can never beat them,
I will not
it
care.
is what it is.
We do
Like,
not care.
We do not care.
We do not
Because
care.
they're not mandatory. But
Here's
I
the
would
thing.
still like to be able to say that I beat them, so I still want to be able to try.
Well, here's the thing is that I would recommend if you don't care, because I don't think you can get all of the Scadutree fragments until basically you're walking into the final boss room. So get to plus 20 and then fight those other bosses. That's what I will be doing.
Right, so not leaving Radon to last.
No. I mean, or you get all the, because you don't have to beat Radon to get the last Scadutree fragment. You can get it like, I think one of the last ones is like on the stairs going to him, for example, like, and then there's a grace outside of his boss fight. So if you want, you can get to 20 and then fuck off and kill all the bosses and then come back and kill him.
When you go up to the Shadow Keep and it says a powerful seal has broken and so has something else. You remember when it said that?
No.
True.
When? Where?
When you literally first enter the Shadow Keep, there's a little message that pops up on the screen that says like a great seal has broken and a great seal has broken somewhere and so has a powerful entity or something like that.
Maybe I think I know what you're talking about.
And so the great seal, I know what that is. That was
The shadow.
No, that was because I went down to the area where you find the putrescent,
Prepubescent night.
the prepubescent knight.
Yes.
I went down there before going to the Shadow Keep, and that was guarded by like in the original game, in the OG game. There's the like light blue walls, and there's the seal, like
Yeah.
they're solid, and you can't walk through them.
Yeah.
It was that, but gold. That
Where?
was there,
Where?
all the way at the bottom of the hole. Like.
So you just fall and die.
No. Not to enter the boss. I mean, when you go to the bottom of the map, and
Yep.
then you have to go, like, make your way down that cave.
Like, as soon as you enter the
Yes.
fissure.
Yes.
Like, the entrance to the fissure, you're saying, was blocked off.
Before the entrance to the fissure was blocked off.
Right.
By a gold wall. So then
Okay.
I saw that, and I was like, oh, that has to mean that was lifted.
Right.
Sure enough, it was. But I don't know what the second one means. It can't mean the shadow. right? Because there's no way they just give you access to Radon after entering the Shadow
Here's the
Keep.
thing, though, is that. Do you want me to spoil something for you?
Or it is. Well, how big of a spoiler is it?
It's not that big a spoiler. I don't think that shadow is anything because the speed run that I watched, he fights another boss, and then it's still in the same area, but he gets to that area from another way, and then once he kills that boss, you leave that area and you're immediately met with steps that go up to Radon. And so then it's like, what is that shadow thing? I don't know. Because he doesn't...
But the Radon fight happens in that arena. That's blocked by the shadow.
No, because he doesn't enter it from... Because you know when you kill the dancing lion thing, you immediately go up those stairs and it's there.
Yeah.
That's not how he got there. He got there from fighting another boss in another arena. And then it was like, you go upstairs immediately and you're there.
Did they look like similar stairs?
Yes, but it wasn't the same entrance. So I don't know.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Yeah, and I don't... So
that might just be another boss that is a remembrance boss that isn't Radon.
Yeah, so they didn't show like on the map where you physically are when you're fighting Radon?
No, he did. He was still in the same, like, near Ilum. Mm-hmm. But it was just, he just got there a different way. Like, it was a different staircase.
But maybe that thing never goes away, and the only way to get into that is teleporting from another area. Like, did he teleport? Did he beat a boss and then, like, teleport?
Yes.
So maybe that's the only way to get it. Maybe that shadow doesn't lift until maybe after you beat Radon or something.
No. I mean, maybe. But that's the stairs up to that. Whatever the shadow is blocking is not Radon.
Interesting.
Because I'm pretty sure what happened was...
Well, that's the poo-poo night. That's the poo-poo night. That's where he is. Poo-poo night.
Poo-poo night.
Poo-poo night.
Poo-poo. I'm pretty sure after...
I am so humid and moist.
Yeah, it's hot. I'm pretty sure after he kills Mesmer...
Don't look on my pants.
You go and you, like... I think Mesmer is kind of like the... Like
the Malekith?
Like the Malekith of the thing, where, like, nothing changes permanently. But I'm pretty sure after he beat Mesmer, he went further down a path, interacted with, like, a shadow tree, a cutscene happened, and then he was teleported into a near Elum, but in a different area. So maybe those stairs go up to that area, and then you take more stairs to go even further up. Maybe. But he never even fought the lion in the speedrun, so you don't even have to do that. I don't know. We will see.
We find out together, maybe.
Or
I just watched the Rad Brad play it, like I did the original game.
Yeah, or that.
Which I don't want to do. And I'm so tempted to watch videos because I'm like, I'm so curious.
I've watched a ton at this point.
I'm so curious to know like what all these areas look like, and I don't want to feel like I'm like being left out, but I also just want to explore them on my own. But I'm depriving myself of content because I want to explore it on my own.
Yeah.
I want to be able to just like, I didn't have this experience with Elden Ring because I watched it so much before I played it, where I wasn't able to like go to an area for the first time and be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then just get my ass kicked and then look up, you know, if I need help afterwards.
Right.
But I want to like organically find these things and be like, oh, crap.
Yeah. No,
But I couldn't help watch some Radon gameplay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the cutscenes, but I wanted to see sort of what it looked like, and it doesn't look fun.
To be honest, he doesn't look like that hard though. Like he looks difficult because he swings a lot, but his attacks look predictable. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, to
say that he makes Melania and Orphan of Kost look laughable is an insane statement to make. Like that's an insane statement.
It might just look
Noah J beat Radon with no armor, no heals, no magic, and no upgrades.
Well, he's the best gamer.
I think it's not as hard as the Orphan. I don't think it makes the Orphan of Cost look laughable, in my opinion.
Also,
that guy might have also been paid to say that.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of people say it. They're all paid.
I mean, I don't know. He just doesn't. I mean, maybe if you go in +0 Scattertree blessings, like I don't like Kai Sinat is at it for 60 hours. First of all, that guy's terrible at that game. I've seen him play. He's terrible. And I have no clue where his Scattertree blessings are at. He's the type to get pressured into going in at 5. So, you know, I mean, all influencers are the type to get pressured into in a game like that, to get pressured into go in lower level than you would want to be.
Yeah.
Than the game wants you to be. Obviously, the game wants, if they're giving you 20 blessings, they want you to have 20 blessings. Well, and they think you need 20 blessings.
Yeah, and more power to you if you can do it without all that.
I mean, cool, bro, but I don't know why. Like, who cares?
Yeah, if I was an influencer and I wouldn't stream the game and I was making money off this shit, I would make it as hard as my audience wanted it to be if I'm making money off of it.
First of all, I wouldn't play the game because no matter how much money I'm making, I'm going to get mad when I die.
Well, true.
I would be getting upset if I spent 60 hours.
I would be much more willing to get mad if there was monetization at the end of the day. The thing is that on a daily basis already, I'm very stressed. And I don't need to needlessly add anger and stress on top of the already stress that I experience by being like, yeah, I'm going to make this harder than it needs to be. No, I'm going to make it as easy as possible.
I mean, yeah, like that's...
And then I'm going to hopefully beat it and be like, I beat Shadow the Erdtree. Let's go.
And then you can also just use the lying glitch as well to beat it however you want.
I feel so good about Platinum and Elden Ring. I feel so good. That was so rewarding. One of the most rewarding platinums ever, I felt like.
Yeah.
Even though along the way I used Mimic, and for some of the harder bosses, I had like other player summons help me.
Right.
That didn't lessen the experience. When I beat Melania with another dude named Guy.
Pause.
That felt awesome. Still.
Yeah.
It was a different experience than someone who grinded and beat her all by themselves would feel. Certainly. Yeah. But I was still like, adrenaline was pumped. And even still, like, playing with other people and other summons and stuff like that, it still took me like 50 tries. Like, it took me so long. Melania kicked my ass for hours.
Really?
Yeah. Because I just like, I just could never figure out how to dodge waterfowl dance. So as soon as she pulled that out, I just was, okay, and dead. I may as well just put the controller down.
Yeah.
So then when I was able to have, because the Mimic doesn't dodge. That fool doesn't.
No, that guy just tanks.
That fool does not have a circle button on his controller.
No.
So the Mimic was almost useless against Melania. It was really until, several tries in where I was like, okay, I need some extra support here of someone who actually like plays the game. And then I got into one and we came really close. And then I died. I was like,
bro cares.
And then eventually I got one. This guy was just dodging waterfowl dance like crazy. And I was like, this is awesome. And then
that's awesome, dude.
And then, to be fair, this guy did a lot of the damage. And also shout out to him for this. He gets Melania down to one shot. And then he just runs away. Like, he's like, you got to earn this, bro.
Good guy. Imagine you died.
I went in. And I swung and missed. Or no, she wasn't one hit. That's what it was. I swung and I hit her, but she didn't die. She switched aggro instantly and hit me with a 2-piece. And my heart sank. Because I was like, oh no, I'm going to blow it. But we clutched up. Hey, let's go. I did it. My back's hurting from carrying.
Guy got absolutely carried. Guy literally got carried.
Shout out Guy. But anyways. Like,
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're the type of person who gets off on having beat a challenge, then great, make it a challenge for you. But if you're somebody who gets more off on seeing the end of the game and beating it in general,
Yeah.
then beat it however you want. Like, doesn't even matter,
I still
bro.
think it's just finding a solution to a problem. If you can find the solution by yourself,
cool.
great. I might not be able to, so I have to call in some support troops and get some additional help, which I have no shame in admitting. This is the first. I have never played a soul. Well, I played Bloodborne for an hour. Rage quit that shit.
I think it's the hardest one, though, no?
It's definitely not the easiest.
I think that's the one with the Orphan of Cost, right?
That's the DLC.
The DLC.
But I've seen people
that.
call the Putrescent Knight just the Orphan of Kos on a horse. They have a very similar weapon and look.
Oh, I beat that guy easily.
Yeah.
Once I upgraded, of course.
Yeah.
That one was...
But the Orphan of Kos looks fucking stupid, too. Like, that shit just looks like, what?
Yeah.
Not beating this.
Like...
And also, like, heals are not... they don't recharge when you die. In Bloodborne, you have to go and farm heals.
Yikes.
So that's an automatic no for me.
Yeah, that's
dog.
an L. That is an L.
That's a big time no. Again, if I had the patience and the not already day-to-day stress and I was making money off of this game, I would do whatever the fuck it took. I would... Like, Kai Cenat's making so much money. If he's streaming this game, if he's streaming the final boss for 60 hours, he is making so much money during that 60 hours.
I don't understand how people can sit there and watch him be bad.
I know.
Like, I just tuned into his stream and I'm like, oh my God, I can't watch. Like, he is so bad. And I'm not, like, saying I'm great. But, like, bro, his timings are awful. Like, he is just so bad. He keeps making the same mistakes. And it's like, okay, we're on death 934. Like, he's not going to kill him the next time. And then he doesn't. He'll be dodging. And then all of a sudden he'll just sell and get one shot because he's probably under leveled. And then it's like,
what's
oh my
the
God,
boss
this is
that
not good.
can just do that move that you're telling me about in like their third phase? Is that the
That's the Avatar, yeah.
But three phases is fucking crazy,
but I've found that his health bar, though I will say, is quite small. Like, I was doing a decent amount of damage to him at Scattered Tree Blessing 8.
With the twin swords that we have?
No. That was when I was still rocking a strength build. I have not gone back to Scattered Tree since. Like, I've upgraded. I think I'm at Scattered Tree Blessing 12 or something like that, 11 or 12. I haven't gone back to him because I'm not going back to him until I can just fucking one-shot that idiot. But that's one thing I've noticed in this DLC is that I found the bosses, there's way more one-shot abilities with these bosses than there were in the base game.
What do you mean?
I feel like all of a sudden they just whip out a fucking one-shot ability.
Oh, they have one-shot abilities.
All of a sudden,
100%.
every boss has like 2 one-shot abilities that they just fucking whip out in the second phase. So the problem is that it's a one-shot ability in the second phase, and when you already struggle to get through the first, it's like, I'm struggling to get through the first. By the time I get to the second one, I haven't practiced the timing for the one-shot ability, and it's just going to kill me. And so that's what's tough. Luckily, sometimes you just get lucky and you take advantage of that opportunity. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I remember like Putrescent Knight was insane because he has that fire ability on the blue fire thing that was one-shotting the hell out of me. And I wasn't even getting to that. And I was like, dude, even if I get to that, I don't know how the fuck to dodge it.
I know. That's how I felt about it too. That's why I looked up, or I just like quit because I was trying over and over and over. I wasn't making any progress because that fire would just kill me every single time.
Yeah.
So I turned it off. I tuned in Bushy's stream. He just so happened to be fighting that boss. I saw how he dodged it. Go back in, and I dodge it now.
Yeah.
Like I know.
And that was like the Rolana one as well. There was that
the moon drop.
Well, there was that, but there was the like about a quarter, maybe a third into her health, she'll take out that big blue sword and do the swipe down and the swipe across. And the swipe across fucked me up 10 times at least.
See, I dodged that shit.
And then she threw the moon ice Miyazaki's testicles down on my absolute ass. And I couldn't dodge that. And I'm like, bro, even if I get to that, how the fuck do I dodge that? Because I was trying to dodge it. I was getting the timing wrong. And I was like, man.
You gotta jump it.
I didn't even end up jumping it. I just ended up timing the hell out of it, which I guess now I've realized that you should have jumped it. But yeah, it's like, oh my God, she has the slice across. She has the moon drop. Like the Scadu tree avatar has that big third phase explosion thing, which he does at the beginning of the third phase and also deeper into the third phase as well, twice or three times in a row.
Run away?
No, you have to time it perfectly.
True.
So you just have to fucking get to his third phase and either get lucky that you've timed it perfectly multiple times or just, I don't even know. Like, because he does it, he's like guaranteed to at least do it once.
That's awesome.
And I'm pretty sure he's almost guaranteed to do it multiple times. And oh my fucking God. And then.
Does Bale look like. It's a dragon?
It's like a magma worm dragon.
Because I remember. Like, does it actually look undoable? Because I remember I saw...
It looks undoable. It obviously isn't, but it looks undoable. It looks like the whole arena at all times is on fire.
That's awesome.
That you take damage from.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Like, if you don't care about spoilers, we can watch it afterwards, and you'll just realize how fucked this looks.
See, but that's the thing is I do want to get to those boss fights on my own and then be like, oh, and then
damn.
And then be like, okay, I need to look up someone beating this to see how they do this.
Yeah.
Because I want to just like see the cutscene for the first time, like while playing,
right,
and see the arena for the first time. Like,
so you haven't seen anything about Bale? Oh, okay. In that case, then yeah.
But like I remember when in the base game I saw the Placido Sax fight for the first time, I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Yeah.
And then that boss is actually kind of easy. They just is super tanky. I think I beat Placido Sax on my first try.
I beat him. It took me a few tries. I'm not gonna lie. It did take me a few tries.
He's just super, super tanky.
He just had so many one-shot abilities.
He's got a couple moves that are like, get fucked.
Yes.
But I'm just so good at the game.
I'm goated! I love this game.
And I lost a lot to Melania.
Well, that's what's interesting is that you beat...
Like Moog, I beat on my first try, but I was definitely over-leveled for Moog.
That's what's so weird about this game is like... You one tap Placido Sax and then get absolutely owned by Melania to the point where you need basically somebody else to do it for you. Mm-hmm. I get put in an absolute blender against Placido Sax, but then I'm able to beat Melania in like 10, 15 tries on my own. I mean, I used the Mimic, of course, but like I didn't use a player summon.
I'm sure that if I had stuck with it, I could have gotten it. But I just was like, it's the same thing with the job and the no time. I got very little time to myself. I don't want to spend that time wanting to punch a hole in the wall.
I do.
True.
And I did.
True.
No, I did not.
Like if my job was being good at Elden Ring, I'm sure that I would find a way to be great at it. But my job is not to be good at Elden Ring.
I mean, yeah, if you look at like Gino Machino or Bushy or whatever.
Yeah, those guys, that's just their job.
They literally play all day, every day. Elden Ring specifically.
Yes.
And then it's like, and then it's also too like, you know, you're probably better at other games that they probably suck at. Mm-hmm. Like, so it's just to each their own, right?
Like Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear.
Like I would probably slam them in COD, which is like fine. Obviously, who cares if they don't care? Like they don't care. Obviously, they don't care because they don't play it.
Yeah, no one cares except then you definitely don't care.
I definitely don't care.
No, definitely not.
No, I definitely don't. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I mean, to each their own. Like to each their own game. And mine, I would say, I lean more towards. If I could be, I'm probably the best at COD of any game. And they're best at Elden Ring. And that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles.
And what would my game be? My game would maybe be My Little Pony: A Maritime Bay Adventure.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's because you don't really grind replayable games.
Yeah, I just play a lot of games.
You've just played a lot of them. So it's like, yeah, you have that general jack of all trades, transferable soft skills.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, but you don't want to be a master of one.
It's a hard life that I live. Master of none.
Yeah, but you're so much better in video games being a jack of all trades because of now I'm only good at Elden Ring and I struggle with every single other game.
And he probably struggles with My Little Pony: Maritime Bay Adventure.
Exactly. Whereas you can
And I
experience
platinumed
all
that
games.
game twice.
Whereas you
So-
can experience all games and play all games and enjoy all of them.
Well, I wouldn't say enjoy all of them, but
They can only play one.
I am genuinely excited for Astrobot later this year. That game is going to be awesome.
Damn.
He's mad.
Damn. Now I was yawning.
Oh.
Damn.
No, that game is going to be genuinely fun. That I'm excited for it. Yeah. Well, it's this. I don't like spending so much time on one thing because I feel like there's just so much stuff and I want to experience as much as I can across a variety of genres. That being said, I want to beat Shadow of the Erdtree. And I know it's going to take me a while.
I'm not either really
I think
in,
I've already
in a
played,
rush either.
I think I've already played for 15 hours.
15. Wow, you probably played more than I have.
15.
I know.
10 to maybe
15 hours? I probably put in about 10.
Maybe 10 to 12 I've put in. I want to say closer to 15 because I remember my I can't look at my phone. But when I beat Elden Ring, the in-game the PlayStation tracker said I had played for 49 hours. And the last I checked, it said I was playing for 63 hours.
Damn. Well, let's check for me. I'm pretty sure I ended with 75 hours. I think 75 on the dot. And I think I'm somewhere in the 80s. But let's see. Because I'm pretty sure the in-game timer, also the in-game timer is like, I don't know what to trust, but either way, let's see what the in-game timer says. And oh my god, we're in the main menu.
And oh my god, the volume is so loud.
Guys,
And beat a boss right now. Beat a boss live.
Oh my god, there's no way, bro.
Beat Mesmer.
We're already
go beat
56
Shadow.
minutes
Go beat
in.
the Erdtree Shadow Bard.
Yeah, so 65. I'm pretty sure I ended at like 55. Let's see what this says. Yeah, 88. So I'm probably about between 10 and 15 hours, I would say. Wow, damn.
Wow, damn.
Damn. I would have already beaten Spider-Man 2's whole story by now. Holy moly. And he isn't wrong.
I would have already beat Spider-Man twice.
Oh my god, I already would have slammed Venom twice in that time. Holy moly. Nah, not twice.
Entirely wrong. He's not entirely wrong.
Not twice. Once, for sure.
Yeah, you're not entirely wrong.
Because it was about a 10 to 12 hour story, I would say.
It was a 12 and a 12.
It was a 12 and a 12. Well, either
Listen,
way.
man, it was the perfect length.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. Holy moly.
I'm kidding.
But I'm just in no rush to beat Shadow of the Erdtree, so I'm just going to take my time.
Yeah,
Play it when I can. And
I'm in no rush. That being said, I just got an Xbox, so I want to play Xbox. There are other
rush, man.
games.
There's nothing like...
But the thing about Elden Ring is that if I go, okay, I've played this for 20 hours, I'm going to go play another game. If I go play Gears of War, and then I come back to Elden, I'm going to suck ass at Elden Ring. I mean, it's going to take me a little bit.
So then just say fuck it and play Elden Ring and just beat it.
To be fair, it didn't take me as long as I thought it would to get the feeling back. But part of that may have also been because I've just been watching so much Elden Ring that I'm I'm still consuming. I'm just
right.
So then I have to just apply.
Right. I feel like it came back pretty naturally, and I can even feel like I am getting better.
Yeah, I haven't necessarily felt that I'm getting better a ton. I'm definitely getting better than when I first picked it back up. But like, again, the other night I had my phone between my legs and I was trying to beat a boss. So I wasn't entirely...
Have you beat Rakshaka? He's like a mausoleum boss. He gives you like a great katana.
I don't think so.
That guy was a satisfying guy to beat for me. He did get me angry a few times, but it was a satisfying guy to beat because I felt like when I beat him, I had mastered.
Where is he?
He's like in a mausoleum. He's like just like on some fucking river. Like it's impossible to explain. But
I hate the freaking NPC invader guy that shows up. He's just sucking Mesmer's peen, and he's like, "Oh, Mesmer's so cool."
When? Where?
He hasn't shown up for you at all? He's shown up for me twice.
What invader guy?
It's like an NPC invader.
I mean, I've fought a few of those.
Yeah, there's a
But which one are you talking about?
well, there's one that invades you in the area, like in whatever the dungeon is that you get to the dog boss.
Okay,
Lion
so I would
boss.
have killed that guy.
But it's off a different path.
Oh.
So if you didn't go down that path, and then that same guy invades in
What's
like
his
a
name?
church area. I cannot remember.
What kind of weapon did he have?
A long weapon.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no way for me to know.
But the NPC bosses are like kind of just always annoying because they're rolling around and shit, and you're like, stop.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, like the mausoleum
And then they
bosses.
heal, and you're like, oh my god.
The mausoleum bosses are like that as well, where they'll like play like players and they'll heal. They only heal once and they don't heal to full.
I know, and they always go.
I know,
And then
like
it's just an
fucking
easy
dumbass.
hit. And
But
they keep doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
but
thank you.
the Rakshaka one was satisfying because it felt like I had actually
Was
learned
that
his
an
moves.
invader?
No, it was a mausoleum boss. You fuck.
You just said that some of the mausoleum bosses were NPCs, no?
Yes,
But this was not one of them.
they fight the same way, but they're not like the Reds spawn in and they're fucking invading. You are being invaded by Toothless the Godded. It's like you go down you enter a boss room through a fog door.
Oh, like the guy that we got that armor set
Yes.
from. I see.
Jesus.
No, I've that.
Those would be mausoleum bosses.
The
my
only
guy.
one of those that I fought was that guy.
Right. And he fought like an NPC?
Now that I'm remembering,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
And he had that fucking automatic crossbow.
That thing was a free hit though.
Easy dodge.
Yeah.
Honestly, far less intimidating than the trailer made it out to be.
Yeah, and then the Rakshaka guy is just an absolute asshole. But you start to learn his moves and you start to just kind of like when you take the fight slow and you just like that's the other thing that I've noticed has helped so much with getting more damage off is rolling. And I think I told you this, rolling and dodging into the attack, into the enemy, especially with the double-handed things. I noticed with Rakshaka, it was really easy to like roll into his ability and use the iframes and then hit him with the double thing. And that was how I was getting most of my damage off.
Yeah, I learned that technique by watching so many videos.
Yeah,
that's just
I'm
what
sure
they
that's
do.
how I
But what
learned
I
it
feel
too.
like I remember definitely when I was playing Elden Ring, I was dodging away.
Probably same. Yeah. Because I feel like consciously now I'm realizing to do that. And I never had that thought before. So I'm sure that.
Yeah, I'm dodging far less away, more towards and side to side.
Because you start to realize it's like you got iframes no matter what direction you're going in. And you're not actually dodging the attack. You're hitting dodge to get the iframes from the attack. So whether you dodge away or whether you dodge into it, you got to time the attack the same way.
Yeah, I think the thing about dodging towards is you can dodge towards and can potentially be out of their range.
If you're dodging away.
No, if you're dodging away, so on a boss like the Putrescent Knight, if he's swinging like this and you dodge away, you might still dodge into his hitbox area. But if you dodge towards, you might just dodge under his arm.
Well, that too. But the idea is that you use the iframes.
Yes.
That's the idea. But I know what you mean if you happen to mistime it. Yes.
But I mean, like, even if there's a follow-up.
I
like
see what
you
you
get
mean.
iframes on the first one, then they might miss on the follow-up
Right.
because you're not in there. Anyways, guys, comment love.
That was kind of my thinking too.
Comment love.
Comment, love. Curse.
And guys, if you're playing Shadow of the Erdtree, comment love. And if you're loving it, comment dislike.
Like.